Good morning, students. Till now, in this lesson, we have understood that how the emergence of nationalism was there. The feeling of nationalism arose among the Indian people against the Britishers, the British rule. Then further, we have also seen that how a nation, what all things happened to build a big nation, that is independent nation, in which we have seen that the Congress was made, and its main objective and method was moderate. That is why the moderate objectives means the moderate ways were used to achieve the demands, to fulfill the demands which were made by the Congress. But they means they had demanded few things from the Britishers, and they thought that the good intentions was there of the Britishers, that they will surely give them, they will fulfill these demands. Later on, further, we have also seen that the this Indian in by 1890s, many Indians began to raise questions of the political style of Congress. That political style was about the moderates, the moderate type of style. That means they were doing prayers and pleas. They were means demanding the independence in by the Britishers in very peaceful way, and which was means few people were not liking in this, and that is why to explore more radical objectives and methods, they criticize, the people criticize, few leaders criticize the moderates for the politics of prayers. Means uh, through prayers, moderates were thinking that through prayers they will get the demands fulfilled by the Britishers, but it was not happening so, and that thus few leaders wanted a radical objectives and methods, and thus they were not at all in favor of the British rule, and they do not think any means goodness in the British rule, and that is why they raised, even leaders like Tilak raised the slogan, "Freedom is my birthright, and I shall have it." Means in any sense, in any case, they will fight for their freedom, for their independence. Further, we have seen that these Britishers tried to partition the Bengal, which was the biggest province of British India, and included Bihar and the parts of Orissa. And the main intention of dividing this Bengal was that they wanted the administrative convenience. They wanted to rule conveniently in this area, in the Bengal area. That is why they wanted to divide, partition the Bengal. But this was also not liked by our Indian people. This made angry all over India, and thus many people rose against this, and it was came as Swadeshi movement. That means in not only this movement spread in Bengal itself, but it spread far and wide, worldwide, against this Britishers policy. Then Swadeshi movements also sought to oppose British rule, and it encouraged the ideas of self-help, means to for the self-rule Swadeshi, to encourage the Swadeshi things, and for the national education and use of Indian languages itself. Then further, we have also seen that the growth of mass nationalism was there, which involves peasants, tribals, students, women in large number, and occasionally factory workers as well. Means each group of the society was involved now, and worked for the betterment of India and to oppose the British rule. Then after furthermore, we have seen that Mahatma Gandhi emerged as a mass leader, and he, for this, first of all, he spent the first year in India traveling throughout the country, understanding the people, their need, and overall situation of fear, whatever the sufferings were there, people were suffering just because of the British rule. Then now we'll read about some more details on the movements which were organized between 1990 to 1922. Now, first movement which was organized between 1919 to 1922 was this, the Rolex Satyagraha. Now, in this 1919, Gandhiji gave a call for Satyagraha against the Rolex Act. Now, the Rolex Act was passed by the Britishers to grab the fundamental rights of the Indian people, and that is why this satyagraha was the Rolek Satyagraha was started against this Rolek Act that the British had just passed. The act curbed fundamental rights such as the freedom of expression and strengthened police powers. Now, according to this Rule Act, the powers, the rights, fundamental rights of the Indians were taken away by the Britishers, and even police, that is the British police, was given more power. And Mahatma Gandhi, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and other felt that the government had no right to restrict people basic freedom. And the leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Muhammad Ali Jinnah, they were of the view that the Britishers did not have any right to curtail any type of freedom, basic freedom of the Indian people. That is why they opposed this Rolect Act. They wanted to oppose this Rolect Act. Even they criticized the act as devilish and tyrannical. Now, this act, Rolect Act, was also termed as devilish, means it was an evil or wicked idea of the Britishers to take away the freedom of the people, and it was considered as tyrannical. Tyrannical means it was a means a dictatorship, a rule of a dictatorship. That means no legal uh, power was there uh, uh, for the Britishers. They were ruling themselves without any control on their powers, and that is why this tyrannical rule was there by the Britishers, and that the people here, the leaders, Indian leaders, thought that it was certainly a devilish rule, a wicked rule of the Britishers. Gandhiji asked the Indian people to observe 6th April 1919 as a day of non-violent opposition to this act. Now, Gandhiji asked Indian people to observe 6th April 1990 as a non-violent opposition, means no violence should be there, but they will just go against this Rolect Act which was passed by the Britishers, and as a day of humiliation and prayer. And Hartal Satyagraha Sabhas were set up to launch this movement. Now, to launch this movement, non-violent method was adopted by Gandhiji, and he uh, asked the Indian people to uh, stand for the to stand against the British rule, to have the Satyagraha Sabhas and Hartal and all against this Rolect Act. The Rolex Satyagraha turned out to be the first all India struggle against the British government, although it was largely restricted to cities. Now, this Rolex Satyagraha uh, was the first all India struggle against the British government. Now, this struggle, though it was restricted only to the cities, means only this Rolex Satyagraha was opposed opposed by the Indian people in the city areas only, and it was not so much spread in the villages and all in among all the peoples, Indian peoples. But then also it is considered as all India's struggle against British government. Then in April 1990, there was a number of demonstrations and hartals in the country, and the government used brutal measures to suppress them. Now, apart from this roulette satyagraha, many other demonstrations were there, hartals were there to show the opposition, to show the anger to the Britishers, towards the Britishers, and the Britishers used very harsh methods to suppress this uh, means opposition by the Indians against them. The Jallianwala Bagh atrocities inflicted by General Dyer in Amritsar on Baisakhi Day, that is 13th of April, was a part of this repression. Now, this Jallianwala Bagh incident, as you remember, this Jallianwala Bagh incident was there when people were celebrating Baisakhi, and when they were all gathered on the Jallianwala Bagh to celebrate Baisakhi. At that time, General Dyer uh, means ordered its troops to fire on these innocent people, Indian peoples who were celebrating Baisakhi in Jallianwala Bagh, and that shows that really shows that the Britishers anyhow wanted to suppress the opposition. They were thinking that some means something is being planned against them, and that is why General Dyer opposed means ordered his troops to fire on these innocent peoples. On learning about this massacre, Rabindranath Tagore expressed the pain and anger of the country by renouncing his knighthood. Now, when Rabindranath Tagore heard about this massacre. This massacre means ये large scale में killing, the killing in large scale is called as massacre. So ये बहुत बड़े scale पे एक तरीके से killing की गई Britishers के द्वारा on the Indians, and that was regretted by Rabindranath Tagore, and it was very painful to hear. And Rabindranath Tagore also rose in anger, and he renounced his knighthood. Now, what is knighthood? An honor granted by British Crown for exceptional personal achievements on public services. That means this knighthood was a special uh, honor given by the Britishers to Rabindranath Tagore. Now, this due to this massacre and all, Rabindranath Tagore did not means at all liked this type of uh, things which the Britishers had done for the Indians, large killing, which so Rabindranath Tagore had refused to get this honor by the British Crown. During the Rolex Satyagraha, the participants tried to ensure that Hindu and Muslim were united in the fight against the British rule. Now, during the Rolex Satyagraha, also those who were participants, that they ensured that Hindu Muslims are together, and they had stood together to oppose the British rule, to fight against the British rule. And this was also a call for Mahatma Gandhi, who always saw India as a land of all the people who lived in the country, Hindu, Muslim, and those all of other religions. He was keen that Hindu and Muslim support each other in any just cause. Means whatever the cause is, just to oppose the British rule. Gandhiji was very much pleased to see that Hindu Muslims together are united uh, to, and they are supporting each other to go against the unjust rule of the Britishers. Now, Khilafat agitation and the non-cooperation movement. Now, this was about the Rolex Act. This was the opposition showed against the Rolex Act, which was passed by the Britishers, and Rolex Satyagraha was done. The movement was started by Mahatma Gandhi in non-violence ways, non in through non-violence ways. They were showing just that they are opposing the British rule. Now, next comes Khilafat agitation and non-cooperation movement. The Khilafat issue was one such cause. In 1920, the British imposed a harsh treaty of Turkish Sultan or Khalifa. Now, a harsh treaty was imposed on Turkish Sultan or Khalifa. Turkish Sultan was also called as Khalifa. Now, people were furious about this, as they had been about Jallianwala massacre. अब पहले तो जलियांवाला मैसेकर हुआ था, जहां पर जनरल डायर ने इनोसेंट पीपल पर मीन्स फायर करने का ऑर्डर दे दिया था, एंड मेनी इंडियन पीपल्स, इनोसेंट पीपल्स वर had died over there, who were celebrating Vaisakhi. Now, the same way which made Indian people very much angry to oppose Britishers, to go against Britishers. Now, this was the one reason of Jallianwala Bagh. Another reason now, which became, which was the reason of dissatisfaction of Indian people against the Britishers, was this harsh treaty on Turkish Sultan. Now, Indian Muslims were keen that the Khalifa be allowed to retain control over Muslim sacred places in the erstwhile Ottoman Empire. Now, the Indian Muslims, those who were Muslims here in India, residing here in India, they wanted that Khalifa should be allowed to have the access to sacred places of Muslims in Ottoman Empire, means to regain the empire, Ottoman Empire. The Muslims should regain the seat of Khalifa in the Ottoman Empire. but this was taken away by the Britishers. Now, the leaders of Khalifa agitation, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. So, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, who were they? They were the leaders of Khilafat agitation. Khilafat agitation means those who were against the Britishers, uh, who had given this harsh treaty on the Turkish Sultan or Khalifa, that now there was no control on the Ottoman Empire by the Khalifa. Now, leaders like Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali wish to initiate full-fledged non-cooperation movement. Now, both the uh, Ali brothers, that is Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, both Ali brothers wanted to show full-fledged non-cooperation towards the Britishers. Gandhiji supported their call and urged the Congress to campaign against Punjab wrongs. That is Punjab wrongs, which was the Punjab wrong. Amritsar Jallianwala massacre was held, that was called as Punjab wrongs. The Khilafat wrong, that is the Ottoman Empire was seized, was taken away by the Britishers, and they wanted the demand for Swaraj, the independent rule, the self rule. Thus, the non-cooperation movement gained momentum. Now, the non-cooperation movement gained momentum slowly was encouraged. This non-cooperation movement was spread far and wide, and each and every Indian wanted to show opposition against the British unjust rule. Thousands of students left government. Now students, uh, thousands of students left government controlled colleges, schools and colleges. Now students, how they showed opposition, how they entered the non-cooperation movement by means leaving the government controlled schools and colleges. They were just boycotting to go to government British schools and colleges. Even many lawyers also like Motilal Nehru, C.R. Das, and Rajgopalachari and Asif Ali gave up their practices. Now, many of our Indian leaders who were the lawyers also, they gave up their practices as a lawyer. Now, British titles were surrendered and legislatures boycotted. Now, British titles were surrendered. Those titles which were given by the Britishers, as we have seen in the case of Rabindranath Tagore. Here, Rabindranath Tagore was given the honor of knighthood by the Britishers. So, he returned this knighthood to British again, returned this knighthood to Britishers because he was very much angry with this activity of Jallianwala Bagh massacre, activity of the Britishers. Thus, in the same way, many other leaders also who received the titles from the Britishers, they surrendered. They had given returned back those titles to the Britishers. Even the legislatures were boycotted. Means the people, Indian people who were in the member of the legislatures, they do not attended any legislatures meeting. People lit public bonfires for foreign clothes. Now, people, common public now started a bonfire for foreign clothes. They started uh, firing, means they started lighting up the bonfires to put the foreign clothes for the love of their national resources. Now, to show the love for their national resources itself. The imports of the foreign clothes fell drastically between 1922 and 1922. Now, the imports, whichever foreign clothes were imported here from from foreign country to India, that fell drastically because now each and every Indian people were boycotting the foreign clothes. But all this was merely the tip of iceberg. Means tip of iceberg means only little, but all these things were happening in our country. But it was just showing a little bit efforts only from our side. Large part of country were on the brink of formidable revolt. अभी भी बहुत सारा एरिया बचा था इंडिया का जो कि कलेक्ट होना बाकी था टू गो अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिश रूल. नाउ पीपल्स इनिशिएटिव्स, अब लोगों का क्या इनिशिएटिव रहा, क्या उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा फॉर द फॉर अपोजिंग द ब्रिटिश रूल. In many cases, people resisted British rule non-violently. In others, different classes and groups interpreting Gandhiji's call in their own manner protested in ways that were not in accordance with his ideas. Now, in many cases, people resisted the British rule. Many people were going against the British rule. They did not want to continue the British rule and non-violently. But many times, whatever teachings were there of Gandhiji, uh, whatever demands were there, and how to conduct the movement, all these were there. But the people were giving this call according to their own ideas. In either case, people link their movements to local grievances. Now, uh, Gandhiji wanted to take whole of India together to go against the Britishers. But now, slowly, now the people were divided into different groups. The local grievances, that means the local frustrations and all. Uh, Now they were these movement were linked with these local grievances के means locality में कुछ ब्रिटिशर्स ने कुछ हार्श ट्रीटमेंट किया है तो वो उस रीजन से उस लोकल एरिया के लोग उनके मूवमेंट में शामिल हो गए. Now let us look at the few examples in Kheda, Gujarat. Now first example is Kheda, Gujarat. Patidar peasants organized non-violent campaign against the high land revenue demands of the Britishers. Now, this was the area of Kheda, Gujarat. There, the Patidar peasants they organized a non-violent campaign against the British rule because there the British has imposed very high level land revenue demands, and that is why this Patidar peasants were against in Kheda, Gujarat, against the Britishers. Now in coastal Andhra Pradesh, in coastal Andhra and the interior Tamil Nadu, liquor shops were picked. That means the liquor shops were picked. Picked means people protesting outside the building and shops to prevent others from entering. जो अल्कोहल की शॉप्स थी लिक्विड शॉप्स की थी उनको बंद करना के लिए बोला जाने लगा. ये उनकी मींस आंध्र की और इंटीरियर तमिलनाडु की ये मेन पॉइंट था ब्रिटिशर्स को अपोज करने का बिकॉज दे वांटेड टू प्रोटेस्ट द बिल्डिंग और शॉप्स टू प्रिवेंट फ्रॉम एंटरिंग इट मीन्स वो नहीं चाहते थे कि ये लिक्विड शॉप्स ओपन हो. Now in the Guntur district, now another thing is in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh, tribals and poor peasants stacked a number of forest satyagrahas, sometimes sending their cattle into forest without paying grazing fee. Now, as you are aware that in previous classes you have seen that tribals had to during the British rule, tribals had to give many types of taxes. Even they had to pay tax on each cattle they rear in the forest and all. So now these tribal people or poor peasant were going against in the Andhra Pradesh district against the Britishers just because they did not want to pay the grazing fee and all. They were protesting because the colonial state had restricted their use of forest resources in various ways. Many new acts were passed, many new laws were passed for these tribal areas which restricted them to use the forest resources to go to enter into the forest with their cattle and all, and that is was the main reason that the people of Andhra Pradesh went against it. So in this way we have seen that different people rose against British rule just because they were treated with particular means a problem was arose by the Britishers in their locality, and thus we see that in many areas own local problems were there which had created problems for the local people and which had made the people local people angry and they started opposing the British in one or the other way. Now they believed that Gandhiji would get their taxes reduced and have the forestry regulation abolished. Now these tribal peoples and peasants believed that Gandhiji would surely get their taxes reduced by the Britishers and they will abolish the forest regulations. They will stop, means they will be allowed to enter the forest easily In many forest villages, peasants proclaimed Swaraj and believed that Gandhi Raj was about to be re-established. Now they also believe that now Gandhi Raj will be back, where Gandhiji will help them out to come out from all these treatments, harsh treatments or ill treatments of the made by the Britishers. In Sindh, now in Pakistan, Sindh is now in Pakistan, Muslim traders and peasants were very enthusiastic about the Khilafat call. In Bengal, too, Khilafat non-cooperation alliance gave enormous communal unity and strength to national movement. So this Khilafat non-cooperation movement had encouraged many people in different parts of the world to to unite among themselves and go against the British rule. In Punjab, the Akali agitation of Sikh sought to remove corrupt Mahants supported by the British. Now, corrupt Mahants, who were the Mahants? Mahants were the religious functionaries of Sikh Gurudwara, and these religious functionaries of Sikh Gurudwara were supported by the Britishers, and that is why in Punjab, Akali agitation of the Sikh people were there to remove these Mahants because they were supporters of the Britishers in the Gurudwaras. Now, this movement, Akali agitation movement, got closely identified with the non-cooperation movement. So, this means more or less was related to the non-cooperation movement. In Assam, tea garden laborers. Now, in Assam also, tea garden laborers shouting Gandhi Maharaj ki jai demanded a big increase in their wages. Now, in Assam also, the tea garden laborers also wanted to increase their wage, and they were shouting the uh, means slogans such as Gandhi Maharaj ki jai, so as to uh, means were having faith that with the help of Gandhiji, their wages will be increased definitely, and they left the British-owned plantations amidst declaration and therefore following Gandhiji's wish. Now they had left the British owned plantation, means whatever plantations were under the British control, these tea garden laborers had boycotted those plantations and declared to go for the wish of the Gandhiji to help means to contribute in non-violence method in non-cooperation movement with the Gandhiji. Interestingly, in Assamese uh, Vishwanava song of period, the reference of Krishna was substituted by Gandhi Raja. And now we also see that Assamese Vaishnava song of period reference was made by giving the substitution of Gandhi Raja, means Gandhi ji was called as Gandhi Raja there also, in Assam also. So in this way, we see that many local in our own country, many problems were there in different local areas, and all people united together stood as one to go against the British rule. Now the people's Mahatma, we can see from the above the that sometimes people thought of Gandhiji as a kind of Masiha, as someone who could help them to overcome their misery and poverty. Now, with the above means description, it is straight away made clear that Gandhiji was a kind of Masiha among the Indian people. And what does the word Masiha means? Masiha means the savior from the British rule, the person who can save themselves, who can overcome their misery, the people, Indian people's misery and poverty, who will let the Indians come out of this misery and poverty. And that is why वो गांधी जी को मसीहा मानते थे कि वो इन सब मीन्स उनकी बुरी दशा से ब्रिटिशर्स के चंगुल से गांधी जी हमें बाहर निकालेंगे, एंड दैट इज वाई गांधी जी वॉज काइंड ऑफ मसीहा, जो कि उनको इन सब मिजरी और पावर्टी से बाहर निकालेंगे. Gandhiji wished to build class unity, not class conflict. Gandhiji wanted to bring the class unity, हर सबके बीच में सबको वो यूनाइट रखना मांगते थे, बट क्लास कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं मांगते थे, आपस में वो कंट्रोवर्सीज नहीं मांगते थे. In their fight against zamindars, the cultural laborers believed he would provide them land, and at times ordinary people created Gandhiji with their own achievement. Now, uh, Gandhiji wished to build class unity and not conflict, yet peasants could imagine that he would help them in the fight against zamindars. बट फिर भी वो गांधी जी सबको यूनाइट रखना मांगते थे, बट फिर भी जो फार्मर्स थे वो ये सोचते थे कि वो जमींदार के मीन्स कंट्रोल से उनको बाहर निकाल देंगे. गांधी जी फार्मर्स को जमींदार के कंट्रोल से बाहर निकाल देंगे. एंड एग्रीकल्चरल लेबर्स बिलीव दैट ही वुड प्रोवाइड देम लैंड. और एग्रीकल्चरल लेबर्स ये समझते थे कि गांधी जी उनको उनकी जमीनें वापस दिलाएंगे. सो एट टाइम्स ऑर्डिनरी पीपल credited गांधी जी with their own achievements. So हर एक जन अपने ओन तरीके से जो उस वक्त उनको जरूरत थी उस एम से गांधी जी को सपोर्ट कर रहे थे. एंड ही वाज दे वर थिंकिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर ओन means necessities. For instance, at the end of powerful movement, peasants of Pratapgarh in United Provinces, that is in Uttar Pradesh, managed to stop illegal eviction of tenants. Now here we have seen that illegal eviction means forcibly and unlawful throwing out of tenants from the land they rent. अब यहाँ पर एग्जाम्पल दिया गया है दैट प्रेजेंट्स ऑफ प्रतापगढ़ जो थे यूनाइटेड प्रोविंसेस के आज जो उत्तर प्रदेश में है, वहां पर इलीगल एविक्शन ऑफ टेनेंट्स करा जा रहा था. मींस टेनेंट्स को बाहर निकाला जा रहा था उनकी अपनी लैंड से. बट दे फेल्ट इट वाज गांधी जी हु हैड वन दिस डिमांड फॉर देम. At other times, using Gandhiji's name, tribals and peasants undertook actions that did not conform to Gandhian ideal. नाउ कभी कभी तो गांधी जी के नाम पर इस टाइप के ऑब्जेक्शंस और एक्टिविटीज पीजेंट्स और ट्राइबल्स ले लेते थे अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स which was not according to the rules and regulations of Gandhi ji. Gandhi ji के ideals में वो नहीं थी. Means Gandhi ji was in the favor of non-violence, but these peasants or tribals used to show their anger through violence, and that was not at all liked by Gandhi ji. Now, this picture a popular representation of Mahatma Gandhi. A popular image to Mahatma Gandhi is often shown as a divine being occupying a place within the pantheon of Indian gods. Indian gods का एक pantheon में एक तरीके से गांधी जी ने जगह ले लिया है यहाँ पर. And in this image he is driving Krishna's carrot. Means कृष्णा का ये गांधी जी रथ ले जा रहे हैं, गाइडिंग अदर नेशनलिस्ट लीडर्स इन द बैटल अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स. दूसरे ये एक पिक्चर शो कर रही है कि दूसरे नेशनलिस्ट लीडर्स को एक तरीके से गांधी जी राह दिखा रहे हैं टू गो अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स. Now it was he who got Bedakli stopped in Pratapgarh. Now the following is an extract of CID report on Kisan movement in Allahabad district January 1921. The currency which Mr. Gandhi's name has acquired even in the remotest village is astonishing, as no one seems to know quite who or what he is, but it is an accepted fact that what he says is so and what he orders must be done. ये गांधी जी के लिए लिखा गया है कि जो भी गांधी जी कहते थे वो करते थे वहाँ के इंडियंस. they were so much means Gandhi ji was so much reliable among the people. He is a Mahatma or Sadhu, a Pandit, a Brahmin who lives at Allahabad, even Devta. A real power of his name is to be traced back to the idea that he was who got Be Dakhli, that is illegal eviction, stopped in Pratapgarh. Means ये गांधी जी ही थे जिन्होंने illegal eviction means वहाँ के जो पेजेंट्स थे, जो टेनेंट्स थे, वहां पर जो लोग जमीनों पे काम कर रहे थे उनको जबरदस्ती जो हटाया जा रहा था, वो चीज गांधी जी के द्वारा ही रोकी गई थी प्रतापगढ़ में. and as a general rule. Gandhiji is not thought of as being antagonistic to government but only to the zamindars. We are for Gandhiji and the Sarkar means the uh, the currencies Mr. Gandhi's name has been acquired even in the remotest villages is astonishing means सरप्राइज है सबको बट फिर भी जो भी वर्क हुआ वो गांधी जी के नाम पे हुआ एंड it was thought that Gandhiji, whatever will order will be obeyed, that order will be obeyed, and whatever things were happening, it is just because Gandhiji was helping them to bring the Indians out of the British rule in one or the other way. So the happenings uh, of 1922 to 1929, Mahatma Gandhi, as you know, was against violent movements. So Mahatma Gandhi was against the violent movements. He was in favor of non-violence. So he abruptly called of non-cooperation movement when in February 1922 a crowd of peasants set fire a police station called Chora Chori. Now the Chora Chori in Chora Chori, what happened? The क्राउड ऑफ पेजेंट्स फार्मर्स का जो कुछ ग्रुप है वो पुलिस स्टेशन जो चौरी चौरा में पुलिस स्टेशन था उसको उन्होंने आग लगा दी एंड दिस वाज अ वायलेंट मेथड टू अपोज द ब्रिटिशर्स विच वाज नॉट एट ऑल लाइक्ड बाय महात्मा गांधी को बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं आया ये चीज एंड 20 और इस वजह से जो पुलिस स्टेशन में आग लगाई थी फार्मर्स ने उस वजह से 20 policemen were killed on that day. In this police station, 20 policemen were killed, and the peasants were provoked because the police had fired on their peaceful demonstrators. और peasants ने ये आग क्यों लगाई पुलिस स्टेशन में चौरी चौरा पुलिस स्टेशन में क्यों आग लगाई क्योंकि उनको प्रोवोक किया गया था ब्रिटिशर्स के द्वारा और उन्होंने ब्रिटिशर्स ने उनके मतलब पीसफुल डेमोन्स्ट्रेटर्स वो मीटिंग मींस पीसफुली हो रही थी वो ग्रुप में पीसफुली बातचीत हो रही थी उतने में पुलिस वालों ने ब्रिटिशर्स ने उन पर फायरिंग शुरू कर दी थी और इसीलिए यही चीज प्रोवोक करी अपने इंडियन पीजेंट्स को और उन्होंने भी इन अपोजिशन चौरी चौरा पुलिस स्टेशन में आग लगा दी once the non-cooperation movement was over, Gandhiji followers stressed that the Congress must undertake the constructive work in the rural areas. और इसी चौरा चौरी मूवमेंट की वजह से गांधी जी ने ये नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट को वापस बंद कर दिया मीन्स बंद कर दिया जब नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स वाज गोइंग ऑन ईच एंड एवरी ग्रुप of the society was going against the britishers in that case when this happened that the police station was set fire by the peasants, crowd of peasants in Chori Chora, which was not at all favorable for the Indians. And according to Gandhiji, it was not at all the means liked by Mahatma Gandhi. It was a violent method, and that is why he called off the non-cooperation. And what due to this calling of the non-cooperation, as the non-cooperation movement was stopped, so Gandhiji followers stress that they should now start with the constructive work in the rural areas. कुछ अच्छा constructive work करने के लिए उन्होंने suggestion दिया. Other leaders such as Chittaranjan Das and Motilal Nehru argued that a party should fight elections to council and enter them in order to influence government policies. So government चितरंजन दास और मोतीलाल नेहरू जी जो लीडर्स थे उस वक्त उन्होंने ये आर्ग्यूमेंट किया कि उन लोगों को इलेक्शंस फाइट करके गवर्नमेंट में आ जाना चाहिए ताकि वो गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज को भी इन्फ्लुएंस कर सकें through sincere social work in villages in mid 1920s the Gandhians were able to extend their support base. This provoked to be very useful in launching the civil disobedience movement in 1930. फिर थोड़े टाइम तक गांधी के फॉलोअर्स ने गांधी जी और उनके फॉलोअर्स ने कुछ सोशल वर्क्स किए विलेज वगैरह में जा करके और उसके बाद फिर most of the people now again started getting the support, giving the support to Gandhiji, and thus the civil disobedience movement in 1930 was started. And two important developments of mid 1920s were the formation of Rashtriya Shyam Sevak Sangh. That is now two important developments were made when this uh, was means the important developments of mid 1920s were the formation of Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, that is RSS, and Hindu organization, and the Communist Party of India. This was opened when civil disobedience movement was launched in 1930, and these parties have held very different ideas about the king of country. Sorry, these parties have held very different ideas about the kind of country India should be, and means now they were thinking of what kind of country should India be if it would have received the independence. And the revolutionary nationalist Bhagat Singh too were active in this period. Now, this is the picture. Figure 9 shows Chitranjan Das, the major figure in the freedom movement. And Das was a lawyer from East Bengal. He was specially active in non-cooperation move- movement. So till here only today. I hope you have understood it clearly. If not, if any doubt, you can ask me in our next class. Till then, go through this lesson till here, and if any problems, you can ask me. I end up here only today. That's all. Thank you.